Yeah, tough hole the 7th, caused problems all week. And what a great shot he's played in there. And
setting up the birdie at 7.
Good holding speed. Most of the players we saw struggling with the pace, and this was a ripper at the 13th. Have a look how wide he's had to take this. Good 2 metres left of the hole, lightning quick down that hill, and he's put it dead centre.
Not a lot of emotion, just a shake of the fist, and he's on his way. This time, here's his 3rd, the approach to 14.
Oh, what a ripper this was. Right what the doctor ordered at a crucial stage. Well, they say you don't win a championship early in the week, but certainly the back 9 on Sunday is where it really counts, and this was some 4 at 17.
That was one of 27 putts that Craig had today. And so he came to the last with young Matt there with him, his nephew. Needing only to par the last. James did his challenge, but it wasn't to be. And Craig Parry is the MFS Australian Open champion. Great performance. Shakes hands with Stuart Appleby. It was a very strange day for Stuart, really, wasn't it? Because he was never in it, and yet he was.
Yeah, well, that just goes to show you if you can hang around long enough, you know, and things go wrong for the other players. I'd like to pay special tribute to Brant Snedeker. I thought calling that penalty shot on him obviously cost him dearly.
Yep.
And look, I'm heavily involved with junior golf, as everyone knows, but one of the great things about golf is the honesty and integrity that are involved in the game. And I think they're wonderful principles, lifestyle principles for young people to learn. Golf is a discipline, and when you see something like that happen, you just wonder how many people would actually call that on themselves under different circumstances, and that was a wonderful attribute, I think, that the game propagates.
And what he did show, Jack, was an absolute maturity, because it didn't phase his game, it didn't upset him or rile him. No. He still went on with the job and was there right to the end.
Right to the end, that's right. And look, I thought he was a fantastic plus for the tournament this week. He's been very congenial with the media, got that happy disposition, and he gets on with the game. I like that too, and he does everything fairly quickly, doesn't stuff around, gets on with it. And look, I think he's Rookie of the Year, obviously, in America this year, so you know, we're going to hear a lot more about him, and I think we should be looking at trying to get young blokes like that back here, because obviously the fat cats aren't going to be here.
We better not stuff around anymore, because the Parry family's decided to overtake the commentary box. So we'll take a break and then come back and hopefully speak with the Australian Open champion. Okay.
Yeah, 17 events in Japan, and obviously no wins other than this one.
You had a couple. You went close, I think, in the Suntory, didn't you?
Yeah, I finished.
that's not. No,
Yep.
just not be sure.
So,
No, up through the bottom.
oh, okay.
Got me to do it. Yeah.
I've got me,
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to sit in the middle now?
There, you got a chair? Do you want me to go over further?
yeah, I don't want to be.
Yeah, it could be a good look, couldn't it? Well, it looks as though the storm is passing over the Australian Golf Club. The Craig Parry storm, I don't think, will subside for some considerable time because he has decided to join us in our studio, and he's brought along his right-hand person in Jenny, his wife. We'll say our congratulations, Craig and Jenny. Yep.
Craig, let's just talk about this year because at 41 years of age, you've decided to make a bit of a different tack as far as golf is concerned. You've given away America and you're concentrating more on Japan when you want to go. So how much did you play over there this year?
I played in 17 events and it was fantastic. I enjoyed my time in Japan this year, and it was a lot better to go up and down and 1 hour time change. It was a lot better to, on the body and, just physically doing it.
And Jen, I would suggest a lot better for the family.
Yep, we love having him at home, especially the boys.
Yeah, I was going to say, how old are the boys now?
13 and 10.
Right, so it's a very special time really for them growing up, and they need their dad at home. Are they golfers?
The boys are. April, she's starting to ask some questions about playing golf, but the boys, they love it. So, guess what I'll be doing next week?
I know you've got a boat, and last week I believe you took the Japanese out as guests. They have been a breath of fresh air to our tour as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they're fantastic. They're a great bunch of guys, and I took them out Monday night. And
good sailors?
No, it's a petrol boat, mate. Sorry, it's a smelly one. And we went over to Atoll Bay and picked up a mooring and had some sushi, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, great. They're a very important part of the game today, isn't it, as our tour heads towards Asia and grows?
Oh, very much so. I think you just got to get them down here, and they have such a good time. And the guys that come out, they're going to go back and tell the other players, how good a time it was, how good the golf courses were, and how they were treated. And we're going to have better players, and not that we didn't have good players this time. We're going to have more players coming out, and I think it's going to be great for golf.
And you've got the final piece of the jigsaw. This was the one piece that was missing, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work over many years. I got close quite a few times, and lost the playoff, finished second a couple of times, or once, and
Did you prepare especially this year? I mean, did you set yourself a date and say, righto, from here on in, I am focusing on the Australian Open?
My manager spoke to me, or Jenny and I, at home, and we were just having a meet, and he said, come on, you've got to get your game ready. And I said, look, I'm playing really well. I was 16 greens in regulation in Japan, and I was 102 in putting, and that was really the key to me playing poorly in Japan this year. So I had to work on my chipping and my putting, and Richard Flood did a great job with me this week. And Matt Thomas, my nephew, he was great having on the bag. He just picked the lines of the putts so clearly. And
got better eyes, mate? Getting a bit of age?
Yeah, I'm a bit old, mate. And mind you, when I was 20, I had good eyes as well. So, but it was good having him on the bag, and he learned a lot this week, and he's a very good player himself.
You had some absolute monsters. I can still see that putt at 14.
14 yesterday,
I'm not going to forget that a long time. And this one at 13.
Yeah, this is a really good putt to make. I actually had this putt a couple of weeks ago when I come out to have a practice, and I left it short, and I knew how quick it was, how slow it was, and how much I had to hit it. And practice round. Look what happens.
So you've got the trophy. Jen, have you got the 315,000 for Christmas?
I'm sure I'll get a bit of it.
Next year, plans, same thing again? Japan, spending plenty of time at home?
Yeah, I was actually looking at the schedule this morning, and I'm going to play the first 6 out of 7 events up there, which is great. With the tour in Japan, I only play my regular schedule, which is 16, 17 events, and I'm only playing 8 less than the other guys. So you're not giving them a big advantage.
We've just had people calling in and say, please, can we see the monster at 14 again? So take us through it. Look, you're miles away. You're in another postcode.
Yeah, it was a pretty good putt to make, wasn't it? It was an unusual flag place, and I've never seen it back that far on the green, and it was going in as if it had eyes on it, and it was just a fantastic putt to make. And I was trying to just not do anything silly, and then I did something silly a couple of holes later. But
don't worry about that. You've got the title, and it's a replay in slow-mo or normal speed.
Oh, I don't want to have to do it again anyway.
No, well, you don't have to.
Once is enough.
Not this year, anyway. Congratulations to the pair of you, and it's been a long time coming, but it's fully deserved. Well done, Craig and Jenny Parry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andy.
We'll take a break. Be back with more shortly.
This 1.5. Jack,
PGA.
Yes, John?
Welcome back, and some sort of normality returning to the Australian Golf Club after Craig Parry has won his first national title with a final round 69, and we'll go through these scores. Wan Jun Lee, Jack, there's a name. We can pencil in a name for the future.
Yeah, huge future for Wan Jun Lee. He's a big, strong, young guy and hits the ball miles. I think he's made for America, just needs the experience.
Nick O'Hearn, if you're going to have a bet on him, bag him each way in Australia and you'll rarely lose, but he's just got to take the next step.
You and Porter too, I thought. Sandy, another young guy, put his hand up this week.
Yep.
And I think he's got plenty of game, and we'll see more of him.
Paul Sheehan made a lightning start, but then hit a submerged log and really couldn't go on with it.
Yeah, he played well for most of the day, but they don't pay you on most of the day.
No, they don't. Summer comes to an end and you look back. Quickly, the highlights for you, of course, we had Aaron Badley winning the MasterCard Masters, Peter Lonard successful at the PGA, and this week.
Yeah, look, arguably three of our great players in Australian golf. They have been the mainstay, I guess, in modern times, along with Allenby. But three of our greatest players winning all our big tournaments, so that was nice.
And just one other thing with Craig Parry, it's probably fitting that he did go on and win it. I mean, it has been his week. After all, he produced that course record equalling 64.
74-64 to get himself right back in the tournament. And, yeah, that was just about the feature of the week. Well, it was the best round of the week by a long way. Yeah. So, you know, a phenomenal effort to shoot that 64 in pretty difficult conditions.
And the good thing is there are a number of young players. It's not just Wan Jun Lee or you and Porter coming through. There are a number of young players that are coming through the ranks and we can look forward to seeing in future years.
Yeah, look, we've got a lot of good players here, and I think that, you know, you've got kids like Rick Kulach, who's not here this week. He's at a qualifying school in Asia. You know, Andrew Buckle, all those guys have got the experience now playing in America. They're only going to get better, and look, I think we're in a halcyon period for Australian golf right now.
And Jack, I don't know what the future holds, but we've been working together for a long, long time. Can I just say, at times you can be a cantankerous old bugger, but you have been a pleasure to work with, and it's been an absolute joy.
Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, look, I've got to say that I've had a wonderful time with the Seven Network over a long period of time. Who knows, I may not be doing another golf tournament, but it's certainly been a great pleasure to work with you. You're an ultimate professional, and to all the fans out there who've written letters and enjoyed the golf, I wish you all a great Christmas.
Thank you very much, and to you and your family, Jackie. And we hope that you at home have enjoyed not only the past 4 days, but the summer that we've had of golf on 7 with, of course, the MasterCard Masters, and the past 4 days here at the Australian. It has been a wonderful 4 days, and our thanks also go out to MFS for their continued support of golf in this country. Golf can't survive without decent support and marvellous sponsors, and MFS are certainly that. So on behalf of our entire Seven team, we hope you all have a very happy and safe Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you all in the new year, 2008.